The country continues to grapple with the fallout from Wednesday's attack on the U.S. Capitol. And now what comes next for President Trump?
Here to share her experience from that harrowing day and to discuss her subsequent call for President Trump's removal is California Congresswoman Nanette Diaz Barragán. Congresswoman, thank you so much for being with us. I know we've talked to so many lawmakers who were literally in fear for their lives as they were there in the Capitol. Walk us through what your experience was.
First, let me send my heartfelt prayers to the family of Officer Sicknick, who, as your show noted, died last night from this violent mob. It was a scary day. It was a tragic day on Capitol Hill. I was scheduled to be in the House chamber during that time when the chamber basically got attacked, and I was running late. I was headed to the chamber when I got news that the Cannon office building had been evacuated and that I should stop. And shortly thereafter got a message on the intercom system, which is an intercom system that's never used. It's very rarely ever used. That we heard a siren, and then we were told to shelter in place, stay away from the windows, lock our doors. It was so intense, and it was scary because we didn't really know what was happening. And then we saw images of people, these rioters marching through the Capitol, and that's when the fear and the panic really set in, because our offices are connected by tunnels to the Capitol, and we were barricaded in our offices, not knowing what to expect and not knowing what will happen. And then I saw the stream and heard the sirens of more and more officers showing up on the scene out of my window, and just caused further concern about what was happening.
You talk about the scene and the images, and because of those images, a lot of people are saying 12 days now, can't wait that long. That President Trump is so dangerous, we cannot deal with another 12 days of his presidency. But what do you see are the quick options? The 25th Amendment is something Vice President Pence would need to sign on to, and he has shown no interest to do so. But also now, impeachment isn't necessarily a quick process unless you have the will of a lot of members in Congress to make it a quick process. You signed on for impeachment, but what is a quick process?
Well, if the 25th Amendment is not going to happen quickly, and as you mentioned, the Vice President isn't moving there, Congress needs to act quickly, and that is what we're doing. At 12 o'clock today, we're having a caucus call with Democratic members about this, and I'm confident that we're going to move forward. I think we can get the votes in the House. The question is, what will the Senate do? Have they seen enough? There's no doubt that this president is a danger to our democracy and to the well-being of the American people. We need to act. If we don't, it's going to only invite others in the future to say there are no consequences, and it is okay to attack democracy and attack America. This is completely unheard of, something I never imagined would happen, and so very tragic.
And Congresswoman, this is all happening in the backdrop of a pandemic, and I know that you represent people in the epicenter of that crisis right now. Your district includes South Los Angeles. In Los Angeles County, I'm sure you're aware of this harrowing statistic. Someone dies of COVID-19 every 8 minutes. Give us a sense of what you're dealing with your constituents back home. It's a situation that is unbearable. We're overwhelmed. Our hospitals are overwhelmed. People are dying, as you mentioned, every minute. I represent MLK Hospital, where they have tents set up, and they have turned the gift shop into an area to treat patients. There's been calls for more help, and frankly, we need the federal government to step up and to help provide funding. We need more staffing. And frankly, we need more vaccines, and we need them quickly. We need to be able to distribute those. So there's so much going on. And this is a district that's majority minority, almost 90% Latino, African American, South LA. So we already have pre-existing respiratory issues and conditions that's exacerbating the deaths there. And so it is, it's a scene that I thought I would never see as well. I mean, we have help coming in from the state on providing more space for bodies because so many people are dying. It is so heartbreaking. And everybody knows somebody who has died and families who are suffering. Yeah, these are unprecedented, surreal times, and I know that you are incredibly busy trying to combat these crises on multiple fronts. So we appreciate your time today. Congresswoman Nanette Diaz Barragán, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.